I just wanted to be sure that she was okay.
£416.
And her mental health.
What a point!
It was a really powerful way to express the ingenuity and the strength of all of the women. Not only are brave enough to share their experience, but also who want to channel it into something really meaningful so that no one else has to go through what they have experienced.
Today has been a really life-changing experience. It's been really empowering because we've been working through lived experience, and to be able to bring that out, to relive that in a purposeful way that's going to make a change has been unforgettable. You can feel in the room that people were in there with you, just to have an outside perspective, people looking in finally, being able to see what was experienced.
He won't be made homeless, so that's another thing.
So it's not going to be straightforward. I'm going to have to...
No, there's a lot of things to deal with here.
From being in abusive relationships to now being able to do that play, and then their poems were so poignant for us all, that it does show that empathy and understanding for the audience to live in that woman's shoes.
Today, take back what you saw and heard. Changes in law is not absurd.
Yes.
Do your job, change the law is all I ask, so that I can leave the past in the past.
We're really looking here at how we can end or prevent homelessness for women experiencing domestic abuse across Northern Ireland. My name is Katie Rubin. I'm a legislative theatre practitioner, and we're here today to work through a legislative theatre process, the first in Northern Ireland, which is a participatory democracy process, really using creativity, storytelling, lived experience expertise to come together with lots of different stakeholders to co-create policy and practice change.
Just what's that really radical shifting the way this board can be at that you want to make you see as our last idea? Go!
I think it was really incredible for people to see how the whole process happens, from seeing the play, from watching the play, and then getting to come to make their own intervention and be embedded into the scene.
Joan, there's plenty of people out here. What are you sitting looking at phones for? We've got plenty to do.
And how long has it been going on for? 3 years?
How can you tell me that I'm going to be safe? You don't know that I'm going to be safe.
But also the actors feeling so empowered to interject, to challenge those ideas, because that's what happens in real life. You know, you don't propose an idea and then it gets implemented straight away. There's often barriers in place.
For us, the draw of legislative theatre has been all about having the expertise, insights and voices of women who have experienced domestic abuse and homelessness at the heart of today's event, at the heart of our play today, but also at the heart of policy discussions about what needs to change.
And I think having the different organisations and agencies together to discuss that really kind of helps bring some concrete solutions together. So it's been a really interesting new experience, but I think very worthwhile for everybody involved.
Sometimes it's disappointing to hear the negative experiences that some people have with police, but I also think it's important that they're highlighted so that I can take it back, feed it back to the organisation, and then hopefully address the issues so that another victim doesn't face, the same issues. So as much as sometimes it's a hard listen, I think it's important that we hear it.
I can see lots of touch points with the work that we do and some of the work that we need to do going forward.
So something needs to change, and I feel this is a big part of starting block for it to change.
So this is transparent. We don't want this to happen in a back office. We don't want it to happen behind the scenes. We want it to happen on stage where we work together with ideas. So they're going to be doing it right now.
One of the big things that I'll take away from today is our responsibility to keep opening up the conversation, to keep pulling other people into the conversation and using the space that we have to create change with people who have this awful experience of domestic abuse and homelessness.
And one of the actions for us is to continue working with ongoing partnership, working with Housing Rights, PSNI, and looking at that, how do we change that narrative for women?
I'm just really grateful to have the opportunity to be heard, to stand and represent all the women that came before and all the women that comes after is very humbling.
Raise your green card if you want to pass that proposal, if you think it will make a difference in this situation that we saw. I think that passes. All right, give yourself a round of applause.
Very empowering to actually be here and see today what we've been working so hard to pull off, and the information that was given to every service. It's reassuring that maybe today these changes that we've had the opportunity to make will happen.
So today has been radical, it's been really fun, it's been creative.
And we came out with really concrete commitments to change, to make things better, to prevent homelessness for women experiencing domestic abuse in Northern Ireland. So it's just been a really fantastic process to be part of.